Yay.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, right? So we are at a max, guys. So just FYI, we are at 100-person max. Unfortunately, that is the capability of the Zoom. So for those people that cannot get on because we are maxed out, just let them know that we are recording it and they will be able to catch the recording. I'm pretty quick about the YouTube turnaround. I will have this on my YouTube as well as Reggie and Ron and Jose will be doing another meeting at 3 p.m. Pacific time on the Evolution Travel Cafe as well. So don't worry, there will be multiple ways and multiple times for you guys to be able to get this information for those agents that are not on as well. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about the new policy. Okay, I can't minimize. Great, thank you. All right, so just put it. You guys can see my screen. Did I start sharing my screen? Here we go.
No.
No, thanks. All right, guys, so the new policy, let me go ahead and update this. Perfect. Is in the travel cafe of your back office. Okay, so once you are in the travel cafe, please scroll down. You don't have to click any of the buttons. You merely have to scroll down. And here is the new announcement. Okay, this policy will take effect October 1st. So I believe that is
Friday.
It's Friday. This Friday, it is Tuesday, September 28th. Okay, so pretty much what this policy is, guys, is if you are making a booking and that booking is the travel will take place within 21 days of the time you are making a booking, you will need to collect a credit card authorization form. You will need to collect a credit card and the identification, like a driver's license or passport, of the client's information, and give that to Archer so they can book it for you. And that's what that new procedure really is about. Okay, guys, so sorry, I was a little bit disorganized today, so it threw me off. And if you see here, this is mostly affecting our tour operators. Okay, so if you see, and I know this is probably a little bit small for you guys. I don't know if there's a way for me to click it. There we go. These tour operators that are highlighted in red and have the red asterisks in it. So if you are booking on one of these platforms and the travel is taking place within 21 days of your booking, then you must collect the credit card authorization form, the credit card picture, and the identification via either the driver's license or the passport of the client that has the credit card, okay, that's using the credit card, and that booking needs to be done through Archer Travel, okay? Does anybody have any questions on that as of right now?
Ashley, I'm under the impression that we should have photos of the credit card being used within 21-day policy and any bookings in general.
Can you repeat that again, Courtney?
Yeah. Ashley asks, I'm under the impression that we should have she wants to know we should have the credit card authorization form, the photo ID, all the pictures of ID in general anyway.
100%, guys. This policy really is not the only thing that's new about this policy is that if the travel is taking place within 21 days of your booking, okay, that information needs to be handed over to Archer, okay? For those of you that are travel bookers, this procedure really is no different. You should always be collecting the credit card authorization form from your client. You should always be collecting IDs to verify, number one, the spelling's correct, right, when you're entering the guest information, but to make sure that that is in fact the person that is authorizing you to use the credit card, right? So these are procedures that have and should have always been part of your booking policy. The only difference is if you're booking them with the vendors in the red asterisks and the travel is taking place within 21 days, that information needs to be handed over to Archer and Archer will complete the booking for you. Now, this does not mean you get an inquiry and you hand it over to Archer. No, you call Archer once the booking is ready to be made, meaning you've already qualified your client. You already know the hotel that they're going to be at. You already know the flights that they're going to go on. And all you need Archer to do is do the physical booking for you, okay? They are not booking it from scratch. They are not handling your client. They're just merely completing the booking for you. Does that make sense to everybody?
And this is only for, you're only sending it to Archer if it's 21 days or less. Not all of your bookings. Okay.
Right.
Sarah, can you go back and show them the form to fill out and everything?
The credit card authorization form?
Yeah, and underneath where they have to submit, there's a spot that says to fill in all their stuff.
Hold on the second one, let me see. And then
Hey, Courtney.
the only
Hi, Sarah.
other,
How are you?
hey, Ivan, how are
Hi,
you?
Ben.
I have a question about the form that we sent to Archer because it asks for the copy of the credit card, the copy of the authorization form, and the copy of the ID. But how do we send the data of the trip?
How do we send the what?
The information of the trip we want to book.
You
So
should be
how do
able
we?
to call, you should be able to call them. So as I understand, like it's a two-pronged process, and Courtney, correct me if I'm wrong on this. So you need to submit the information to Archer, but also you should be calling them so that they can help you complete the booking over the phone.
Right, that was my
Okay.
impression. And
So
then,
it's a two-step program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Thank you very
guys,
much.
just so you guys know, we are aware, obviously, some of us get bookings over the weekends, correct? I did speak to Reggie this morning, and he did say that they are looking into hiring an agent that will be available on the weekends. So if we have weekend bookings, you will still be able to call Archer. Of course, they will have hours. It won't be a 24-hour agent, correct? But they do plan on hiring somebody to be there on the weekends. Should you have a booking where travel is taking place within 21 days of that booking, for you to be able to call Archer and get that booking completed. Okay, guys? Let me see. Okay, now the only other thing that you guys need to be made aware of is if you're booking with a tour operator that is not on this list, regardless if travel is taking place within 21 days or not, the commission will be a 50% payout, okay? Now, this is with tour operators. This is not booking directly with a property. So for example, if you're gonna be booking directly with Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, Sandals, Barcelo, wherever, if you book directly with them, you will still get paid your full 80% commission. We are simply talking about tour operators, okay? So tour operators on this list, for example, Beds Online. Beds Online, if you book them as of October 1st, regardless if the travel is taking place in 21 days or not, your commission rate will be 50%, okay? No, Tamalon, your commission will not be affected by calling into Archer if your travel booking falls into the category where you need to call them to complete the booking.
yeah,
No.
you did everything.
Right.
Sarah, they want to know what a tour operator is.
So tour operator, you guys are platforms like the Apple Vacations, like Pleasant Holidays, right? Where you can go in there and it's a system that pulls up many property chains, right? It's not just like if you go to Marriott, you're only booking Marriott hotel brands, right? So that's a Marriott direct booking. You can pull up multiple brands with tour operators, like the Beds Online, like the Apple Vacations, right? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, Aubrey, that falls under that.
Yeah, so if you look, Aubrey, pretty much all of the VAX suppliers, Apple Vacations, American Airlines, Blue Skies, FunJet, Southwest Vacation, Travel Impressions, United Vacations. Those are all on this list, of which if you have a travel booking that you're making today and travel is taking off in 21 days, you need to be following this new procedure.
Okay, so Sarah, let me go ahead and ask questions here because we're getting a lot of them here.
Absolutely.
So we already did that one. Golden tickets, an example of that's 50%. Well, come on, I gotta go back up. You can do that one. Let me go back up here. Okay. Golden tickets, Sarah? I don't use golden tickets.
Golden tickets, I will ask Reggie, and in fact, Reggie will be on probably in about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Jody asked, what about, hold on, what about the hotels that aren't a Hilton? So any hotels that we book direct with?
anybody, if it's a property that you're booking directly, you will still get the 80% commissions.
Yeah, that
You
doesn't
are
affect it.
still capable of booking hotels directly, and you will still get 80% commissions. 100%, Jody. Good question.
Jody, you can book as much as you want.
Yeah.
So it says, Kiana, so now our commission is reduced for booking with third party, for example, Southwest Vacations.
No,
No,
no. Who asked that?
Kiana.
Kiana, your commission is not affected if they are on this list and you book with them. You will get 80% commission, okay? The only difference here is if you are booking somebody today and their travel is taking place within 21 days of the day they pay for the vacation, you have to call it into Archer, have them complete the booking, give them the credit card authorization form, the client's credit card picture, and the client's picture copy of the photo ID.
Okay, Triana, this room must fall under tour operators. No. Okay, you get full commission with that. Blue Sky has an asterisk, but it's not red. Can you, they want to know what's the difference between the red and the black on the tour operators?
I just believe Blue Skies is just an error, a physical error. Blue Skies should be highlighted in red. So treat Blue Skies the same way, please, guys.
Question, can this commission effect be avoided by just booking directly and not using these outlets? You can book, you can do either one. You can book directly, you can book with these. I do both.
So
But
I think maybe, and that person that asked that, if we can get clarification, let's say, for example, the booking is taking place within 21 days, and you're booking it through Apple Vacation. I don't believe you can call Apple Vacation to get that booking done. You need to call Archer and get that booking, guys, that done. Guys, realistically, in the scheme of things, guys, maybe 3 to 4 bookings a day in this agency are bookings that are being made with travel taking place within 21 days. So the majority of your bookings, guys, this will not affect, okay?
let's see, can we have a phone number? Where's the phone number for calling Archer's office, guys? Where would you find the phone number? You guys should have the phone number. Where would you find it?
Do you guys know where to find the travel?
How does this work for tours we putting together before October? And nothing affects anything October. You mean October 20, you mean next year, before October? You mean, if it's before October 1st, this doesn't apply. I have a tour through Colette going to.
If it was
going
booked
to Iceland.
prior, if it was booked prior to October, but the trip is taking place after?
Yeah, before the first. Here it says, I have a tour going, Corey, a tour going through Colette going to Iceland in October 2022. I will still receive full commission with them. Yes,
Well,
she already did the booking.
yeah, and when Reggie or Ron comes on, we will also get that 100% clarified as well.
I got it. Maria, which is an example of 50% vendors?
Maria, if it is a tour operator that is not on this list, okay, that is a 50% or less, or 50% vendor, okay? Tour operators are not direct property bookings, okay?
See, Maribel, she wants to know about the picture of the card, front and back.
Yes, front and back.
What happens if you book the trip later than 21 days, but the last minute they want to make changes? Do we have to send in a new form or call Archer?
Are you meaning like, let's say you booked the trip 6 months ago and then they need to make a change and the change is within 21 days of them departing? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess if they're changing.
That's a good question. Let's wait for Ron and Reggie to get on. I'm writing that down, trip. But let's change needs. Okay. Only, yes, Jessica, this is only effective if it's within 21 days of the time that you're making the booking. So if they are booking it, if you're booking it October 1st and they're going on their trip October 23rd, this does not apply to you. Does that make sense? If you're booking the trip on October 1st and they're going somewhere between the 1st and October 21st, that is falls within the 21-day period, you do need to call and complete that booking with Archer.
Right, again, 21 days or less, guys. Everything else. So if the booking interpreter, if the booking interpreter not on this list will not receive full commission after.
No
the first.
funciona. Que no funciona el portavoz.
Next. Can we keep sharing our link for Viator and golden
Yeah.
tickets?
Guys,
Yeah.
right here, if you
Yeah.
scroll down to the bottom
Right
of
here.
this, Viator is not affected, okay? You can continue booking with them and you still get 80% commissions. They are not affected. Viator, shore trips, right? Those right here, Universal Parks, SeaWorld Parks, they are not affected, okay? You can continue booking with them and you will receive your 80% commissions.
So question, we are not running credit cards for our clients. Question, only Archer, correct? For example, if I have a client booking through FunJet, we're going through the setup, flight hotels, she gets all the information. We would not hit the complete button at the bottom.
Only if the booking and the travel date is within a 21-day period. If you are making that booking on Vax and the travel is not taking place 21 days or less, you are completing the booking for that. This only applies to bookings made within a 21-day period of the travel of the client taking the travel.
So if it's within the 21 days before you click complete, have it go through Archer, they'll go through it, right? And then they'll send it back, right? You're still doing, it's still your booking. So she wants to know who is going to click the complete button, her or Archer?
Archer. If the travel is not taking place, or if the travel is taking place within 21 days of the booking and you're booking with the supplier highlighted in red, Archer will complete that booking for you. Corey, I see Corey's question, so I'm going to read it, Courtney, because I just popped out at me.
Yeah.
Is there a way to request having certain tour companies added back to full commission? 30% is a huge chunk to take away from us who specialize in tours. Corey, if you have a list of suppliers, tour operators that you work with on a regular basis, please email Reggie. His email is reggie@archertravel.com. What he will do then is take a look at the revenue that company, he will look at the overall bookings that we do as an agency with that company. And if the numbers make sense, and if that supplier is willing to follow our fraud procedures, then he can get that added to the list where your commission is not affected. Understand, guys, Archer Travel is a corporation and they've been hit with a lot of fraud charges lately. This is the reason why their policies are taking into place. They are taking the hit for us. They are paying back these fraud charges for us. instead of having the agents do it. Because technically, guys, we are kind of responsible for those chargebacks, right? So you have to understand where Archer's coming from as a corporation. They have to protect themselves from these chargebacks so that we don't get, so that they don't discontinue their relationships with these suppliers.
Can you go back to the travel cafe and go to the commission tracking of the credit card authorization form? So just say if for some reason you forget to call Archer in 21 days, well, they decline the booking. But you shouldn't have hit the booking, the complete the booking button anyway, Samantha. Archer would have to do that.
Sophia says, so 1 to 21 days, Archer charges the card and hits a complete. How are the other pre-booking charges handled? What would be the other pre-booking charges handled? If they're booking guys within 21 days, they don't get a payment plan. That travel has that amount, that travel booking is going to be paid in full. There's no payment plan there for that. Typically, your payment plans are for travel that is taking place about 60 days, sometimes 90 days, or further out in advance. If somebody's taking a trip in 21 days, they're going to be paying the full amount for that trip the day that they're doing the booking. So there should not be any other charges outside of that initial booking.
So Zadie asks, how long, this is outside 21 days, but how long do you suggest keeping the card form and photos after their vacation is complete? Now, I do things differently, so I don't know what you do, Sarah.
Honestly, guys, the way I look at it, when I book somebody, they're a lifetime client of mine. So, you know, a standard, I think a standard rule is maybe 3 years. But if they are going to be a repeat client of yours, create a file, have all their stuff in that file.
Now, for me, I don't keep that credit card picture because not everyone has the same card. I shred that. What I do keep is the quote information, and I do keep the reservation form because it has their date of birth, has their name, has their billing address. So I don't have to keep asking them, you know, when's your date of birth? How do I spell your last name again? Like, I don't have to keep repeating myself to these people. It should already be in my file. Just like if you go to a doctor's office, you have to fill out all the paperwork. They keep it on file, right? You're keeping your stuff on file or in your computer, however you're going to do it, right? I'm a paper person. I have it all stored away, locked in a lock. So Zadie, I know you've gone to booking classes, so hopefully that helps you. Okay. Where would they find the phone number? Guys, where would you find the phone number to Archer? 2 ways. Where would you find it? What are the 2 ways? What happens if an agent complete? Let's say, okay, Ivan asked, what happens if an agent's complete? Let's say by mistake, so Ivan asked, what happens if he by accidentally pushes complete booking within the 21 days? Does the reservation go through or does it cancel at some point?
That's a good question. I have that written down, Ivan.
Yeah.
If Ron and Reggie hop on, I will ask that for them. Okay, that is a further clarification question.
Sarah, can we still book the hotel under suppliers or had to be only with the hotel websites? Arizo, you could, if it's within 21 days, you guys have to go and fill out the information. Sarah, if you can go to the travel cafe and go to the credit card authorization form, please. And
yeah,
then
does everybody know where to find the credit card authorization form? Yes, it's in the travel cafe, but do you know where in the travel cafe you can find it?
Krista, we're getting to it. There's a lot of stuff coming through privately.
Let me show you guys. Okay, you're in the travel cafe. It is the 4th button in the menu.
We can pay with our agency card if the client does not pass the card.
Absolutely not, Juliano. Absolutely not. Should you ever be using your credit card to book a client's travel? Absolutely, under no circumstances is that okay. You cannot be doing that. Guys, let me tell you something really quick about qualifying your client. If your client does not want to give you their credit card, that's a red flag. Don't book them. It is not your trip. Do not ever pay for a client's trip with your credit card. Absolutely, under no circumstances is that okay.
Okay, hold on, guys. Wait, just hold on. At the same time, the only one that traveled to Dubai was Expedia. Expedia denied the payment right away, and I received an email 10 minutes later. Okay, So, okay, thanks. Okay, so a question here after I send the information to Archer, should I wait for confirmation email and then call them? They're gonna do it right away, Sandra, right? If they call, you call them, you give them all the proper information, they're gonna go, okay, I did a fun jet, here's all the information, here's the flight, here's the hotel, here's everything they need. All they have to do is just click, 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 let me go onto it, book, and you'll get the information ASAP, right? You guys should already know how to fill this out already, the credit card authorization form, but Sarah, if you go back, there's a spot at the bottom for them to download all the paperwork.
Hold on. En Mexico hay muchos bancos y han puesto muchos banquitos y no está. Ivan, can you translate that last question for me, please?
And that's me.
Sure, let me go. Okay, the problem in Mexico with the payment with credit cards is there are a lot of vendors that don't accept Mexican credit cards. So we have a lot of problems with rejected credit cards. That's why some agents use their own.
No, what he's
It's not
saying,
because
sorry
they
guys, I'm
want-
seeking bed. What he's saying is that Mexican banks have blocked a lot of the credit cards, and that's why they're having issues with them.
Okay, that is a separate Mexico thing. I will, Ron and Reggie and I are kind of talking about different Mexico issues that are going on. So that is kind of off this subject a little bit. So I understand what he's saying, but we're gonna get to that later. If that makes sense. I don't want to detract from what this procedure is. And I believe Reggie is trying to get on. We have one spot left, so hopefully Reggie logs on.
Crystal, can you send your question again so I can see it? Because we're getting a lot of stuff from back and forth. What is new is getting a copy of the card. So the only difference. Okay, so yeah, getting a copy of the card, getting the ID number.
I'm going through the questions, guys, and seeing if there's anything that I missed.
Guys, you can just go back here, submit, okay? Can we keep sharing our link? Yes. Phone number. So they
Yes,
have to make the booking for under 21 days if it's not on the weekend. What if it's on the weekend? Somebody will, Reggie's
Yeah,
gonna hire somebody on the
If
weekend.
it's on the weekend, guys, I just spoke to Reggie this morning and he did say that they are looking into hiring an agent to be available for us, guys. Like I said, realistically, guys, the number of bookings that happen daily total for this entire travel agency that fall into this category is about 3 on average, okay? So realistically, guys, this is not going to affect a lot of your bookings, okay? So I understand this is a new procedure. It may be kind of like, but understand, right? Let's take a minute, let's breathe. Let's allow this information to come in. And let's understand that with this new information, this is not really affecting the majority of your bookings, okay?
I mean, the majority of bookings that I do, guys, and I've been doing this for 5 years, within less than 21 days is so limited. It really is. A lot of them are like, 3 months to 6 months to a year out. So a lot of this is really not going to affect your bookings. Like, I want you to understand that I don't want you to panic on like, oh, I have to do this. I have to call Archer's office and this and that. So can you go back to the tour operator stuff? Because they asked what's the difference between the black ones and the red letterings on the full commission tour operators.
So right here, guys, it says submitted to Archer Travel if reservations made within the 21 days of departure. So if they are in red and asterisk, that is when you have to submit the information to Archer Travel if the booking is being made and travel is taking place within 21 days of that booking being made.
You must have the information. Please don't call Archer Travel to say, hey, I have somebody who wants to travel impressions. You have to have all the information. Just like when I ask you guys qualifying questions, I need this. I need to have everything in my hand so I can just go on whatever supplier and go click here, done, book. And it's officially done. Okay, does that make sense? So someone asked, we would not have a credit card number. We would not have a credit card number for the credit card authorization form before submitting to Archer. Is that going to be okay? You guys need to have all of your information.
No, they're saying they wouldn't have the confirmation number for the booking.
No,
That's
because
fine.
Archer will give that to you. It's going to be right away. Okay, it's going to be right away. If the client submits.
Ashley, the forms to download, Courtney, do you want me to go? I think it'd be nice maybe if I can keep this up on my screen, and if you want to share your screen, we can maybe toggle back and forth.
I can't because it's going to stop screen sharing yours.
Do you want to go into the travel cafe and show them where to get the forms?
You would have to stop sharing your screen.
Oh.
It won't let me do, you can't have two up at the same time. So if the client submits the entire credit card, hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go. I have to log into my back office.
Kim, if you're booking, what vendor are you typically booking with, Kim, when you book your husband's travel last minute? Are you booking directly with the hotel? Or are you booking with the platform like Bax?
Okay, so let me go here. Credit card authorization form.
So let me just answer Kim's question really quick. Kim, if you are doing, for example, let's say your client or your husband is going to Hilton, right, next week. If you call or book directly with Hilton within that week, you do not have to call and submit it to Archer because you're doing the booking directly with Hilton. If you're doing it with Vax, so if you're doing it with FunJet, Apple, Southwest Vacations, etc., and it's within 21 days of the time that you're booking it for your husband, you have to call it into Archer.
Okay, so we all know how to fill out the credit card authorization form. Everybody on this line should know how to fill this out. Okay, so I'm not going to go over it. If you need help with it, I would contact your mentor, your gold or platinum, so they can assist you with that, especially if you are new. But here's your credit card authorization form that you have all the paperwork. You would fill out your name, your last name, your agent ID number. All you have to do is you have the credit card authorization form. They signed it, right? They physically signed it by hand. You just take it, drop it down. Same thing with the credit card, and you drop it down, and the driver's license or their passport, and drop it down, and then you just submit, right? All the information is here. Now, what we have a question, I think Reggie's here, about the front and back of the card. You always say front and back of the card. I always get the front and back of the card so we can, it's there, right? Because sometimes when they're signing the credit card, that signature is on the back of the card, right? So we would need to compare the card information of the signature and what they signed on your credit card authorization form. Does that make sense, guys?
Let me answer. AB Shutter is asking if they're paying in payments, still take the credit card information. AB Shutter.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm calling you AB Shutter because I don't know your name. But understand, guys, if you are booking travel today and travel is taking place within 21 days, they are not doing payments at that point. They are paying for the trip in full. So that is not a question that is not applicable, guys. When you're booking travel out 60, 90 days in advance with our vendors, that is when you have the payment option plan, okay? So if you are going to be doing a booking today and they're taking their travel within 21 days, you can tell your client this trip is going to be paid for in full at the time of your booking. There is no payment option.
So
Okay.
someone asked about the front and back. It says browse files. Okay. Now it's easy if you're doing the credit card, right? I mean, I can easily take the picture and put it on one paperwork, one file, and just drop it down, right? You can do it on one, but you can drop the files in here.
We are getting a question from Alma. Alma Rodriguez, I'm going to make an assumption, I'm sorry if this is wrong, that you are from Mexico and that you're asking that concerning Mexico digital credit cards. Reggie and Ron are aware of that. Please give them probably a good week to figure out that procedure, because that is going to be something that they do need to work around. So they are working on that. and they are aware of I guess the technology with Mexico credit cards. So they are working on a solution, but please allow them about a week to be able to give you guys an update on that procedure. And as soon as they have it, we will have it and we will let you know, I promise. Okay, Alma? That is something that we are aware of, and we are working on those. So thank you for that.
So I have a question for you guys. How many of you actually booked travel within 21 days or less? Sarah, how many times have you probably booked travel within 21 days or less? Very rarely.
Maybe once or twice, guys.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Okay.
Maybe.
So the reality is, guys, the majority of you guys that are booking travel right now, this really is not going to affect you because you're booking travel for your clients 6 months in advance, a year in advance. Cruises you can sometimes do up to 2 years in advance, okay? This only affects you if the day that you are booking for your client and the day they are traveling is in a 21-day period. That is it. If that does not apply, then you're not sending into Archer this stuff and you're not having Archer complete the booking. And also to clarify, Archer is not qualifying your client for you. They're not going to be asking your client what hotel and airline they want to go to and what flight time. That is all information that you need to have readily available for Archer when you are booking, when your client's ready to book. Understand that, okay? They are not doing the booking for you. They're not qualifying for your client. That is your responsibility as an agent to already have for Archer. You are calling Archer because you have that information, you're ready to book, and they're just putting it in for you and they're completing the booking for you, okay?
Okay, so
We do have Ron and Reggie on. So I would like to, Jessica, I see that, I'll ask them right now. I do want to bring Mr. Ron Archer and Reggie Rivas on, the CEO and the VP of this company. Guys, they have been really awesome. I'm just gonna let you know, they have been getting bombarded with questions and they've been answering like crazy. I'm super happy that we are aligned with such amazing and wonderful men who are willing to go out of their day and time to be able to answer and reassure us with all of the questions that they are getting. So please, let's give the floor a couple minutes to Mr. Reggie and Ron. Hi, guys.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi, guys.
First of all, Sarah and Courtney, you guys are doing a fantastic job explaining everything. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us that you guys can convey our message to the team. So thank you so much. Ron, you got anything you'd like to say to everyone?
You're doing just fine.
You guys can always reach out to us here at the office. We are going to have an email address for you guys directly to email. We're going to have it on the Travel Cafe in about an hour, but it's 21 booking. What was it? 21 day bookings with an S at archertravel.com. To answer any of these questions, you can email, and we're going to explain all that. Ron and I are going on a Zoom live webinar in 12 minutes. So please, once you're done with this one, you can join us and ask us questions. There'll be a lot of Q&A to discuss everything Courtney and Sarah have gone through. Yes, 21 day bookings at archertravel.com. Thank you, Vicky. You just forgot the travel in the .com right before the .com. But yeah, we're here for you guys. And Sarah already made it very clear. We're averaging about 3 bookings a day within a 21 period of all bookings. So don't panic. This is more just our fraud is happening within 21 days. So we want to protect you guys as well as Archer Travel to make sure that everyone enjoys their trip and we're not dealing with fraud charges. So that's the most important stuff. It's not that many bookings a day. We are working. I talked to Sarah this morning about having someone here on the weekend. Ron and I are going to discuss a little bit more of getting someone here at least Saturdays to handle the weekend bookings. And then obviously Sunday, most likely not. And then we'll take it over first thing Monday morning. Unless bookings keep increasing, then we'll have to look into a Sunday situation as well. Ron, anything else you'd like to say? Hi.
Yeah, to be very specific, guys, this is not affecting cruises. This is not affecting Expedia, whether it be US, Mexico, or Australia. This is not affecting the RoomRes booking engine. This is affecting those 10 companies that I have highlighted that we have had the fraud. And when people are booking within 21 days, typically it's just it's an air at a hotel type of a thing. You don't need a tour operator to do that. For some reason, most of the fraud has been coming in on the Apple Leisure products. And those are the ones that are most of the suppliers that are under restriction. So again, we're talking about 10 companies, and we're actually going to, as you know, we're going to restrict the rest of the suppliers that we work with. The suppliers that I have put down on that announcement sheet, and we will continue to increase and enhance that. But those suppliers cover more than 98% of all the business that we do. So this is not anything that's going to highly restrict anybody. All we're doing is making sure that we verify that the credit card user is a legitimate and authorized user when we're booking thousands and thousands of dollars in travel. Remember, we're talking about in excess of $150,000 in fraudulent credit card this year. We've got to stop that. So we're going to go on. Reggie and I are going to go on in about 10 minutes. And we're going to do a live Zoom call so people can interact much like this, where people can unmute and just ask any questions that they want. We have already identified a couple of suppliers that we're going to add to the list. Ski.com is one of them. Vacation Express will be back on the list. So, this is going to be something that we're going to continue to monitor in order to make everything as safe as possible for everybody concerned. So,
and just for Ron and we're leaving for Vegas tomorrow, and we literally booked with RoomRes on Friday for our hotel, and it went very smoothly. So we were within the 21 days, but we, even though I did the booking, we booked it with RoomRes, and it worked out very smoothly.
yeah,
So
I made them submit a credit card and authorization form.
and it was still questionable as the company card, and we had to triple check it. So no, but yeah, it's it still works. I use RoomRes directly, got a better rate than it was published. So if you've never used RoomRes, I recommend using it, giving it a shot. And remember, if you book directly with hotels, you don't need to submit anything within 21 days. So if I saw someone handles their husband's trips for corporate. If you're just booking directly to the hotel, you don't need to submit any 21-day credit card authorization forms. You can use Archer Go.
Full 10% commission.
Yep. So there's a lot of platforms you can still use. We're going to jump off because I don't want to steal Sarah and Courtney's thunder, but you two ladies have done a fantastic job. So thank you so much. And we just want to say hello to everyone and have a great week. And please stop by and watch us in 7-8 minutes once they're done here.
Hey, really quick, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Blue Sky Tours is asterisk, but it's in black.
Yeah, we discovered that around 11 o'clock last night, and I talked to our graphic artist. She's going to fix that. It was just
that's what I thought. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
We got that. I got 2 texts at 11 o'clock last night, and so we're going to fix that today.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. We'll let
Thanks,
you go.
guys.
We guys know that you guys are very busy. Thank you so much. And we're probably going to end this and hop on to your guys' stuff anyway. So
Perfect.
see you guys in a couple
Thank you
minutes.
so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
All righty, guys.
Okay, guys.
All
So
right.
I think we should call it off. Grab yourself a water, and we will hop on with Reggie and Ron in about 5 minutes.
I want to know, guys, though, how many of you guys feel better, feel less stressed? Did we help you guys today understand and work through some of this stuff? Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Versa. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Yep. Okay, perfect. All right. I know change is a little bit hard sometimes. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit like, what just happened? But I promise you guys, you always have the support of your leaders here. You always have the support of corporate, okay? We may not be available at 2 a.m. in the morning, okay, guys? But we will get back to your questions. Please understand that when stuff like this happens, all of us, including Ron and Reggie, including Archer, including the leaders, get bombarded with questions. So if you're not being answered right away, it's not because you're being ignored or that your question doesn't matter. It's just that simply we're just going through the questions as fast as we can. So for those of you that are being patient, thank you so much. If you're booking within 21 days and the booking engine that you're using is in red on this list, call Archer, Elizabeth. Yes. So Ivan, you're funny. Okay, all right, guys, this is recorded. I will upload it and this will be shareable to agents that have missed this. And let's hop on to the one that Ron and Reggie are doing to get any additional clarification that they may have. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Have a blessed and amazing day, and we'll see you guys on the next training.
Are they
Bye,
doing,
guys.
are they doing Facebook or are they doing Zoom?
I
He
think
said-
they
he
said
said-
they're doing Zoom, and I want to say maybe Courtney, if you go to Evo Cafe.
Let me go because usually I just heard that he was going to Zoom. So let's hold on. Travel Cafe. Let me just make sure, guys, before we say goodbye here. Here, I'm gonna put the meeting ID number in for everybody.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is 829, not, sorry, hold on, 829-9617-5405. 829-9617-5405. Passcode is Ron. Okay, passcode is Ron, capital, lowercase r. Okay, got that, guys? And if you need to find the flyer for it, go to the Evolution Travel Cafe. It's right there. Okay,
Hey,
Sarah.
guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Awesome. See you.